Oh, hey everyone. Everything's good over here. No problems. Everything's good. It's just a normal little sell-off. Ah. Hey everyone. So obviously the market has turned red and Tesla's down pretty substantially. The beautiful thing about days like today is remembering how quickly the market really can crash. And we're not really talking about the market here. I mean, the market's down 0.5%. It's not really that big of a deal. But in terms of individual stocks, it's always an important lesson to remember: take profits, especially when you are exposed to very volatile options. So, for example, I had over let's see, starting around April 20th, and then the middle of May, I exposed myself to about $2 to $2.5 million of Tesla call options. Those, as volatility declined, were mostly red throughout the summer. They were pretty red because Tesla fell from 720 to like $569, $555, and hung out around in the 600s for a while. And there was a lot of pain in Tesla for quite a while. And volatility declined to the point where even when Tesla was 10% more expensive than where I'd execute or bought the options, my Tesla options were still pretty red. And so recently they ran obviously like crazy. And that's because Tesla skyrocketed, right? We went from 880 right before earnings, or it was mid eights right before earnings, to 900, 950, 1,000, 1,050, 1,100, 1,200 in rapid succession, all the way up to about 1,250, which was pretty insane. And Elon Musk even sort of forewarned that he was ready to strike again with his, hope it's not running on the Hertz deal news, right? And so important to know, if you've got a lot of exposure to stocks with options, it doesn't take much for your options to evaporate. You could have the best call options in the world. The company offers or does an offering, your call options get screwed. You could have the best put option in the world. The company could miss earnings, and after missing earnings, the stock could skyrocket because that's just how funky the stock market is. And that's where when you have options, people regularly ask me, they're like, "Oh, Kevin, when should I take profits? When should I take profits?" On options, personally, I like taking, because they're so easy to buy. I mean, all of it's so easy to buy and sell. I like taking profits often, and sometimes a little too early, but often. And so when I say too early, it's oftentimes probably just a SOMO thing, because you have an option, you got a good play, then it starts running, you take profits, but then it keeps going and going and going. And so sometimes people get really sad about that. Like, for example, I sold, of all of the options I had for Tesla, I sold some of them at 950, 1,000, 1050, 1,100, 1,150, 1,200, right? Incrementally, I sold off the options. And it's like, well, I mean, you could have just held on to all of them. Sure. But all it takes is one negative cycle. People stop buying call options. Call option premium falls faster than price actually falls. And all of a sudden, before you know it, you end up with red all over your options again. So fortunately, I've exited almost all of my options very, very profitably with Tesla, because I wasn't afraid to take a profit. And I think that's just an important lesson because we can see how quickly stocks can really sell off. And then often it's pretty common to get into these mentalities of, oh, well, if it just gets back to where it was. Remember, folks, stocks don't have to do that. Stocks do not just have to go back to where they were. So keep that in mind when you're investing. I mentioned this morning that I thought there was a chance Tesla was going to fall under $1,000 per share. Folks, we are almost under $1,000 per share, especially since, guess what, folks? We are going into the end of the day sell-off period for the stock market. This is generally when you have institutions who have to start executing trades for their customers. Remember, folks, institutional investors got into Tesla like crazy during the run because they were idiots to not be a part of it. So they had to prove to their clients that, well, no, we're not idiots. We're part of Tesla. We may have bought Tesla at $1,200, but don't worry, we're part of the Tesla run, right? Institutional investors had to join the run to show their clients, don't worry, we have exposure to Tesla. Well, now the opposite starts happening. You're going to have clients calling their institutional investors saying, wait a minute, why are you invested in this company that's so beholden to the CEO, asking people on Twitter whether or not he should dump 10% of his stake, right? That, in my opinion, is going to lead institutional investors to sell again. And so you get this hilarious kind of rotation. Often, though, institutional investors and their trades get executed right before the close. So I wouldn't be surprised if right at market open and at market close, we end up having some of the most pain for Tesla stock. But so keep that in mind. So when you see these drops here, it not only can it be traders getting out, but it's also often institutional investors that are bailing again because they're just total weenie babies and they're really trying to trade often, and I don't want to say all of them, but many of them, they're often trying to trade with where the trend is to prove again to their clients, don't worry, we're exposed to all that profit that's happening over there. It's just like the dude who went on CNBC talking about how Upstart was such a great company, record revenues, going up 28% right after they invested into it. They're geniuses. They're such good investors. And then the guy on CNBC, the host, says, hey, so what exactly is Upstart? What does Upstart do? And the dude chokes up and starts wondering if his connections, going bad. It's so embarrassing because you get this trend chasing in institutions. And when things turn red, you're going to get institutional sell-offs as well. So I personally think there's always this likelihood that the pain for Tesla continues, which will be a wonderful opportunity for individuals who have been asking over and over and over the last, probably 2 weeks here. Is it too late to buy Tesla? Is it too late to buy Tesla? It's not too late when it falls under 1,000 and it's at a reasonable level again where we can actually shop and we can get a reasonable rate of return. In my opinion, a reasonable rate of return, and we talked about this weekend, is somewhere around 15% compounded annual on a conservative forward projection basis. So in my opinion, that's going to look like buying the stock for around $1,000. See, this is my spreadsheet. Talked about this weekend when I pulled up the spreadsheet and I broke it down. If the present value of the stock is 1,000 and the future value is roughly 2,000, we're looking at roughly a 15% compounded annual rate of return over the next 5 years. That I like that much better. Now, personally, I'd rather go buying Tesla at 700, 600. I don't even care if it falls that low because I have shares. And that's the beautiful thing about not having options, as many options. I've got a few options left, but it doesn't matter, is that with shares, you don't have an expiration. There's no expiration time frame on shares. Shares are not affected by volatility. They're not affected by all of these random different elements that go into like the Black-Scholes model for determining options pricing. It's very simple. Price go up or price go down. So shares are nice. They're comfortable. And what you should be asking yourself, in my opinion, today is, do you have more shares than you did yesterday, or did you lose shares? I didn't lose any shares because I'm also not. I don't sell when things are plummeting. I sell when things are profitable. When things are, now Tesla's obviously wildly profitable right now, but I like to sell when nobody else is selling. Like I sold a little bit of Affirm, I sold a little bit of Etsy, I sold a little bit of Enphase, I sold a little bit of the Tesla options, all just over the last few weeks. Because remember, folks, 4 weeks ago, I went $4.5 million into margin. I paid that all off and then just recently snuck back into about 600K in margin. And it's because green does not last forever. So if you ever, and I specifically want to say it to you, ask yourself, did you utter the words to yourself, or did you utter the thought? Seriously, ask yourself this, because you're lying if you don't answer this to yourself. Did you think about buying Tesla at 1,200? Did you think about buying, some of the stocks that have been running like crazy, over the last, even few days, like Monday or maybe Friday or Thursday? Did you think about buying things when they were still in the euphoric phase? If you did, it's okay to be honest with yourself. Guess what? I seriously thought about buying Nvidia. But I wrote down, I put on my piece of paper, I go, what are my rules? Is it way up? Is it parabolic? Do I buy when things are at the top? No, I don't. So, and then I go, is there fear? No. Is there greed? Yes. And like when you write it down, it's like, I'd be an idiot, to buy. So, but the thought still crossed my mind because emotionally that feels like the right thing to do. Just because we call it the stocks, my program, for example, Stocks and Psychology of Money, just because I call it Stocks and Psychology of Money does not mean that you won't have the wrong thoughts. What it means is you know how to respond, you know what to do. And that's when investing becomes really, really exciting and very, very important. So I don't know. Hopefully that was insightful for me. I think this is very, very healthy what we're seeing in the market right now. I'm very, very happy about this. Now I feel very sad for the people who have lost money, but I like when prices come down because prices come down. Prices coming down means that euphoria starts leaving and greed starts leaving. But then guess what else I get? I get something very, very special. I get something very beautiful. I get new support lines. Okay, I like support lines. Are we going to psychologically break under 1,000 for Tesla? Maybe not. Maybe 1011 is the bottom. We're at 1014 right now. We're basically right there, right? I'm now watching that level. What about PayPal? Is PayPal going to break the psychological level of $200? Look at that, bounced off 200. I mean, look at how many times it's essentially been at 200 here. You got a solid double bounce today, almost a triple bounce. Look at that, 1, 2, 3. You skidded along the floor over here, right? Lemonade. Even though Lemonade is so insanely down right now, 11%. It still has not gone under $60. And I've been waiting for Lemonade to go under $60 because I'm just going to buy it. Neo, bought this thing at $36. It's been stuck sitting around 41, $42. That's okay. Is that a new support level in this sort of new maddening world? Robinhood drops to $34. And it was like 34.70, 34.50, something like that. Is that a support level? Quite possibly. They've just been drugged through the mud. Like 2021 has been a horrible year for Robinhood. And then of course, I know it's addicting to look at stocks like Roblox that are up 41% and go, oh well, I'll just sell my losers and go here. No, not what I'm going to do at all. I will not go chase something that's up 41%. In fact, I'm much more tempted to look at things that are green and ask myself, okay, so let's see if I'm tempted to sell and I look over here at things that are green, what to me looks like something that I have that I don't really love that much. Like, how married am I to C3 AI? How married am I to the random leftover snowflake that I have? Actually, I don't know if I have any snowflake. I have to look. I still got to finish my dumb spreadsheet. But anyway, whatever. This is where I'd rather look for opportunities to do a little bit of selling. So, for example, if I was in Roblox stock and I was on margin, I would dump 10, 20, 30% of my Roblox stock to pay off my margin. And I wouldn't feel bad about that because I'd still be 70% long on the position, but I would be taking money that's not mine and paying off debts at a very profitable number. Like you've won, right? That's what I would be doing. And so sometimes people wonder, they're like, oh, Kevin, everything's so green. Why aren't you buying? Like, what's the next buying opportunity? Why aren't you buying? Why aren't you buying? It's like when the market's going nuts and euphoric and everything's just green, going up 5-10% a day. I just wait. Patience. And I know that's like, what? No, you must get on the latest YOLO trend. Sorry, not me. So anyway, just some thoughts on how to handle days like this, because they're not particularly easy. The best thing to do also, by the way, is just don't look at your portfolio because that's painful. This for example in my portfolio is like $1.5 million of red. Do I really need to open up my brokerage and go, oh damn? Now sometimes I do because I have to trade and I purposely kind of try to not look at it, but who cares? There are sometimes days when it's up 1.5, right? So Who cares? Anyway, it's just a number. Hopefully that helps you if you're having any sadness because the stock market is going down, and use it now as an opportunity to put your logic hat on and look for opportunities that are potentially oversold. And so this is where you have to ask yourself, is there potentially an opportunity to sell puts on something like Lemonade? Is it, we know that volatility is up. Is it potentially oversold at these levels? If you buy, or rather sell some $60 puts on Lemonade, you're getting a $4.30 credit. You sell a call with the volatility that we have at $65, you're getting a $5 credit. It'd be like selling for $70. You go over here to Hippo. Hippo. I personally generally don't sell calls when things are in the toilet because it's so easy for them to rubber band up from such lows. I'd rather sell calls when you're at new highs. But anyway, sell a put on, let's say, Hippo. That's actually not that good. At 40, yeah, actually, that's not bad. At 40, at $4, you're getting a 40-cent credit for December. That's like 10%. I mean, it's at $4 right now. That's not horrible. It's not bad at all. That's $400. But you have to actually want to own this stock. If you don't, then don't. So you put $4,000 in, you're getting a $400 credit right now. Well, no, I don't know that you can use shares as collateral to sell puts. You might be able to use margin as collateral to sell puts, which you have more margin if you have more shares. So for the question that just popped up in chat, but yeah, it would come from your margin. So anyway, very, very cool. Thank you for watching this sort of breakdown of my breakdown of stocks. There's no mental breakdown happening. Don't worry at all. This is not a vodka monster. Don't worry. We're good. We're good. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, okay. I know where we were. So the other thing that you can do when times are tough is you can go throwback. Throwbacks are always good, especially when they help you in tough times. So here we go.
Oh man, your boy Kevin just lost lots of money. Oh, but that's okay. I am with you, with you. Oh man, your boy Kevin just lost lots of money. Oh, but that's okay. I am with you. Here we go, come on, push it, find the dip, find the dip. Here we go, come on, push it, find the dip, find the dip. Here we go, come on, push it, find the dip, find the dip. Here we go, come on, push it. Oh my God, what's happening?
First of all this whining by Wall Street is making me sick. 140% of GameStop was short. GameStop was short.
All right. So let's actually get back to work here. Thank you, but like, you know what? Here's a stand-up person. Here's a person that actually has the balls to say it, but not only the balls to say it, the balls to donate $20 to say, yeah, I bought Tesla at 1207. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay to look at it and go, you know what? Hey, maybe I did get a little excited and I bought it. I get it. I sold a put on Tesla at 1250. That's because I have a sold call at 1200. So I'm playing the wheel. I'm going to get assigned to those. But I could also wheel those. I have until December. So, it's all good. It's all totally good. All right. But thank you for that. And all right. So where were we? Thank you, R Young, for the $10. Thank you. All right. So this is interesting. I notice here Blink charging is also going down. I wonder. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the Bloomberger and see why, for example, is it all charging? Let me see if charge points going down as well. It is, yeah, charge points down about 6.7% as well. Now, remember, the chargers ran on some euphoria because of the infrastructure deal. I did think that there was a likelihood we had a substantial amount of what's it called? Trader momentum moving into the stock. Oopsies. And that is obviously now evaporating. So, okay. But yeah, I do get regularly asked about what my opinions are of the Chargers. Look, I own little bits of the Chargers. It's just it's like I like them as a pie, but like in an M1 Finance pie. And the reason for that is I really think they're a commodity. I know they're not right now, at least, but in the future, there's going to be no difference between an electric car charger and a stupid wall outlet. Like, that's what it should be. It's a utility. It's literally the definition of a utility. What do I freaking care if it's orange or yellow or white or Tesla red? Who cares? So I'm not the biggest fan of the charging companies. And anytime a product or service can get commoditized, price goes down. It's very, very simple. Price goes down, margin gets squeezed. This is exactly why I don't like investing in solar panel manufacturers. Now, don't get me wrong. I have a little bit of exposure to First Solar, also within a pie, but I don't individually like to own these companies because anytime you have a commoditized product like solar panels, what happens? Price goes down, margin goes down, and the technology constantly evolves, which makes your prior products less valuable. That I don't like. See, like Tesla, for example, as vehicles, that's not very commoditized. In fact, I wouldn't say it is at all. I think it's the opposite of a commodity. It's extremely unique. The full self-driving is scary, but very, very unique. It is the cutting edge of self-driving technology, and really the company's great. There are a lot of funky things about Tesla. The customer service isn't that great. The car quality could be a lot better, but these are just opportunities. Okay, so let me look at individual news on Blink. I really think it's just momentum. EV charging stocks. No. Nope. There's literally no news. It's just trading volume quadruples is all it says. Trading volume quadruples. So the traders went in. It's that simple. Okay, good. As regarding, by the way, PayPal and Lemonade, I know that I've been getting a lot of questions about, are these a buy? I will be making videos on PayPal, Lemonade, Palantir, probably Redfin. Also have Rivian to cover and crypto to cover. So I have a lot to do. And I'm going to do my best to bang out as many of these as possible because, but I want good information too. So sometimes it takes a little longer. But anywho, all right, let's see. We do have earnings today. We are going to cover those earnings. We have NEO reporting tonight at 5:30. Upstart reports today. Honestly, I hope this loan consolidation and referral company plummets. Not because I want anybody to lose money, because I kind of like fintech and I kind of want an opportunity to look at it and go, is this a buy the dip opportunity? Plug Power reports today. Fubotv reports today. Unity reports today. Win reports today. Purple has fallen into the toilet, by the way, on price downgrades, and that one reports today. Callaway Golf probably won't cover that. Hyliion Holdings. I don't know if anybody cares about Hyliion. I'm happy to cover it if somebody actually cared, but I don't know if anybody will. Oh, Coinbase. Oh, that'll be an interesting one. Remember with Coinbase, you want to see revenues for their secondary and tertiary services going up, and their transactional revenue is expected to continue to go down. All right, here we go. All red.
As we approach the close, we're lower for the first time in 9 days for the S&P 500. That 8-day win streak has been broken. Down 1/3% for the S&P and the Dow, 2/3 for the Nasdaq.
Welcome What's your closing balance?
Okay, there you have it. The Dow Jones up a point, or I'm sorry, so used to saying that. Down a 0.31%. You've got S&P 500 down 0.35%, NASDAQ down 0.6%, Russell 2000 down 0.63%. And we do have, let's see here, getting information here. It does look like, did Coinbase just drop? Coinbase, oh, I don't have a summary for them. Coinbase Investor Relations. One second here. I wish they would give me a summary. Third quarter earnings call, shareholder letter. Okay, release shareholder letter. Oh, there's no information on that yet. Okay, so earnings coming. Okay, got it. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have, again, Upstart is going to report today. Plug, Fubotv, Unity, Win, Purple, and Coinbase are reporting today. We have a lot of red, which is very interesting. This morning, by the way, the market was down. I mean, I shouldn't say the market was down. This morning, the market was, it was more red than it was green, which I thought was very interesting. So let's see. I don't know what Olo is that. I don't know what some of these companies are. Can you please take a look at a new coin called Gamecoin? Oh gosh, coins scare me. I don't even know what this is. Abcelera, a bio. Ooh. I mean, I'll put it on list. I don't even know what Olo is. Why do I not know these things? But somebody asked me about Olo the other day too. Olo is Hippo reporting today. Okay. When do you think Elon will sell us? I actually think today was when Elon was probably having a lot of his shares sold. I mean, no way to know that for sure. But let's look at the volume. Let's quickly look at the volume before we get some earnings here. Yeah, Coin just dropped their 8K. I don't have a summary for it yet, but I just quickly want to look at how did things close really quick. Oh wow, Arrival was down 28.3%. Newegg plummeted, Bakkt plummeted. Tesla's down 11.99%. PayPal, wow, Palantir. I mean, these are just big, painful moves over here. Yeah, after hours, what's happening? Delta Air is up 7.29. That could be a bug. Poshmark down 14. I feel like that could be a bug as well. Oh yeah, Coinbase revenue disappoints. 1.31 billion versus 1.57 expected. That's a big old miss there on Coinbase. The fact that it's only down about 4% is actually a little bit shocking. Then we have, oh, where'd it go? Too many stocks up. But so Coinbase revenue disappoints. We're going to have to break down. Oh, Purple just came in. Purple came in. Oh, gosh, folks. Purple is getting destroyed. It was really a pandemic play. 170.8 million in revenue versus almost 200 million expected. That's about a 15% miss, folks. A 15% miss on revenue. No wonder the stock is falling 7.86%. No wonder coming in with net income of 2.17 million. Wow. Net income of 2.17 million for the quarter? It's very low. Jeez. Okay. What was the H one? Somebody wanted to look at? There was earnings with an H, but oh, Hippo. Oh, Hippo's tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, because only the first letter is showing right now. So Purple got destroyed. Then we have Coinbase. Yeah, Coinbase really misses a revenue. However, monthly, let's see, average monthly transacting users came in with an estimate of 7.53 million, moved up to 8 to 8.5 million. That's actually good guide. And net transaction revenue per users is in the high 50s per month. That's decent, actually. That's pretty decent. So I wonder, no, but that revenue miss is not being cheered at all. I've mostly, hold on a sec. Okay, yeah, that's guidance for the fiscal year transacting users. But monthly transacting users now came in at 7.4 versus 7.09 expected. So that's good. Coinbase trading volume came in a little higher than expected at 327 versus 308 expected. Coinbase still dropping about 8% though. Win comes in with revenue of 994 million. The estimate was 938. That is a beat. You have an adjusted loss per share of $1.24 versus the estimate of $1.32. So Win just beat. And Win is up about 1.15%. There's no easy way to see if Elon sold until until we actually get the disclosure report, other than looking at volume. So the last few days, we had about 21 to 25 million in volume. Yesterday, there was elevated volume, so I don't want to use 33 mil, and I don't want to use the volume of these euphoria days. So I'm trying to take an average here. Probably your regular days of volume are somewhere around 12 to 20 million in volume. And we had 58 million of volume, share volume on today for Tesla. Elon Musk, 10%, it's probably about 25. Alexa, 25 billion divided by 1150.
25 billion divided by 1,150 is 21,799,100.
21 million shares. So he would have to dump 21 million shares. Honestly, even if we didn't have 21 million shares of volume in the 58 mil vol, and you were at like 40, then you'd be at 37 million of volume. That would still be a very high volume day. So my expectation is you had paper hand weenie baby institutions sell today. You had buy the dippers introduce volume, and you had probably, honest, I don't know if all of Elon's sale went through today, but I think a very good portion of Elon's transactions went through today. I think Monday morning he decided, all right, let's do the paperwork. Let's get the disclosures done we need to do. Let's put the orders in to sell, and we'll sell on Tuesday. That seems logical to me. I believe this was probably an Elon sell day. So I think the disclosures will show that. And I expect, the pain could potentially end. That does not mean that the Tesla momentum is going to come back. It's worth noting that it does not have to come back. So let's listen to this really quick on Coinbase, and we'll look at the other earnings.
Magnificent run over the course of the last month. Earnings moved significantly higher, so the bar was set really high, and it was easy for these guys to miss, and you see the stock down as a result of that. But there is, they are trying to diversify. They're moving into NFTs. They're going to be testing that stuff this quarter. So the future is still, there's still opportunity for a company like this, I think, over the longer period of time.
Down 9.4% for Coinbase. Let's get to Wind's numbers, which Contessa Brewer has for us.
One sec.
All right, and Wilf, let's begin with breaking news here. Maddox is out as CEO. He's going to leave at the beginning of the year, January 31st of 2022. And as you can see, the stock already moving on this news. It's down almost 5%. Craig Billings, who was the CEO of, or is the CEO of Win Interactive.
I guess because the earnings were actually good.
Win Resorts will take over as CEO. He was unanimously chosen by the board. This is a company that has seen a lot of turmoil over the last 3 years, of course, with the ouster of the founder and then CEO, Steve Wynn, following a scandal that was revealed following several years. Matt Maddox took over. He'd been with the company for a long time. He had been a right-hand man of Steve Wynn and took the helm, chosen by the board there to continue. But now the announcement comes that he will leave Wynn Resorts in January.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so what do we have? Matt Maddox will leave the. That's very interesting. Craig Billings will become the CEO. That's not so good for Wynn. How's Wynn doing right now? So Wynn, it's only down about 2% here. So the market's actually taking that in stride. Okay, so what else do we have here? Upstart revenue forecast is 255 to 265 versus 227. That's good. That's a beat. Upstart adjusted EPS comes in at 60 cents versus 33 cents. That's a beat. Upstart revenue 228.5 million versus the 215 million. That's a beat. That's a triple beat on Upstart. This company just doesn't stop. Triple beat on Upstart, folks. Triple freaking beat. And the stock is down 14%. What? It's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. You gotta be kidding me. A triple beat and the stock is down 15.5%. You do not play earnings. If there's one thing you learn from me covering earnings, is do not play earnings. Plug Power sees 900 to 925 of revenue in 2022. Plug Power down 6% after Q3 misses. Plug reports EPS of 19 cents versus the consensus of 9 cents. Keep in mind, their forklift business is a money-losing business. Can you Fubotv? Sure. Let's go to that one. Fubotv. I actually don't see it yet. I don't see earnings. I just see Fubotv falls 9% ahead of earnings. It's just getting pre-sold off here. Who's on the inside that knows what's coming? Okay. Poshmark sees adjusted EBITDA revenue of or adjusted EBITDA is not revenue. Adjusted EBITDA of 0.3 million, and the estimate was 1.49 million. Adjusted EBITDA of $300,000. Okay. Quarterly revenue came in at 79.7 versus the estimate of 83. That's a miss. Although they are going from a loss to an estimated profit now. Okay, so that makes sense. But the EPS did miss 0.09 cents versus the 0.07 cents expected. Secondhand apparel retailer Poshmark forecast holiday quarter revenue below estimates as well. They're projecting a loss of $7 to $8 million in Q4 versus a profit expected of $1 million. Oh, they're going to be going back to a loss. Upstart is absolutely getting smoked. Absolutely. I wish I could do the whistle. Smoked. I'm also unsure why, given that it triple beat. And Fubotv is falling without earnings being out yet. Unity comes in with financial results of Q3 revenue 286.3 million. Q4 expected to 285 to 290 as the guide. And revenue did beat. We came in at 286.3 versus 265.8. That's a beat. Congratulations on Unity. Unity comes in with a loss of 6 cents per share versus 9 expected. That's a beat on the top, beat on guidance, beat on the bottom. That's a triple beat on Unity. And it's down 6%. Why is the stock market so stupid? Oh my gosh. Why? Triple beat on Unity, triple beat on Upstart, and the stocks sell off. Purple missed. I did cover purple. Purple missed. But it does look like a little bit of buy the dip is occurring here. Oh, yeah. So, Wynn Resorts rotating back to being up 2%. Hippo is up 1.74 here in the after hours. Enphase climbing back to about 240. Still an incredibly high level here. Neo sitting at $40. Looks like Tesla might actually be red again. How did Lucid end the day? Lucid. Remember, and do me a favor. If you're in the EVs, which I suspect the majority of you are, I highly encourage you to write down what I'm about to say right after I find out what Lucid did. Lucid. There it is. Lucid. Oh, it's only down 2.48% today. That's actually not that bad. So know that the EV sector, the electric vehicle sector, is one that goes through substantial periods of hate and FUD around self-driving and battery fires and production crises and supply chain crises and hiring crises and crashes, all that bull crap, okay? And through periods of intense euphoria. If you are invested in electric vehicles, you must know this. Save this clip, replay it over and over again. And let's make it very, very simple. If you want to get rich, hashtag not guaranteed, buy when there's fear and sell when there's euphoria. Very simple. It just requires patience because the cycle can sometimes last 4 months at a time. Like the down could be 4 or 5 months. The up could be 3 weeks. So keep that in mind. All right. What else? So that was Unity. Unity triple beats and plummets. So let's see here. Affirm's actually down 3% in after hours here again. Unity triple beats, it's down 7.4%. Upstart triple beats, it's down 15%. Coinbase and Purple and Poshmark miss, and they're down 24% on Poshmark, 19% on Purple, and Coinbase down about 11%. Affirm down about 3% here. I wonder if it's just like sympathizing with Upstart for lower lending demand. But then obviously the market expected, even though it was a triple beat, maybe people had higher expectations for parabolic growth or something like that. And Tesla down about 1/3% in the afters. Bitcoin sitting at 67.4, Ethereum at 47.74, and Dogecoin at 27.4. By the way. All right. Do I think that the passing of the infrastructure bill was a sell the news? Possibly. Very possibly, because people bought it up, and then there was a sell-off right after. Yeah. Yeah, Michael W. My Tesla buy sheet still, I'm pretty sure it says 700. It's either 700 or 800. I think it's buy heavy under 7 and nibble under 8. But so far I've just been refusing to update it because I don't really want to buy it. With the exception of the covered calls that I have at $1,200 and me kind of wheeling that. But the covered call at $1,200 should be doing very well right now. I do wonder what it's like. So not always though, because volatility and other factors based on, for example, what the volatility was when I paid. It's not even over here. It's in stupid JP Morgan. Oh, that's going to take forever to pull up. Never mind. Anyway, okay, what else? Who else are we missing? So Fubotv is still not out. Unity we've covered. Win we've covered. Coinbase we've covered. Abcelera misses by 2 cents and misses on revenue. That's literally the only summary I have. Olo. I don't even know what this is, but it came in with a loss of 11.3 million versus profit expected of 3.63 million. That's bad. Revenue came in at 37.4 million versus 36.3. So revenue coming in higher, but net being way lower is a sign that there was some sort of margin issue here. Purple. Yeah, Purple got smoked, but their report also sucked. All right. So actually that almost covers everything with the exception of Fubo. Did Dash report? Dash? I don't think that is Dash today. Oh, you're right, Dash. There it is. DoorDash. Oh, it just came out. It came out 2 minutes ago. Wait, no, it didn't. Dash earnings call. Dash to buy Wolt Enterprises for stock valued at 7.2 billion euros. StoreDash to buy Finnish food delivery app Volt. Volt. It's WOLT for $8 billion. Okay. Still no numbers though on whatever. Did Krispy Kreme report? See how their cream was. Krispy. Oh, like donuts is such a weird word. Just the way it looks on paper. Okay, Krispy Kreme. Panera Bread announces SPAC investment will return to public markets through an IPO. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't know why that's coming up under Krispy Kreme, by the way. Krispy Kreme reports with strong momentum fiscal year. I don't have a summary on Krispy Kreme. Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one. Sometimes the smaller stocks, I don't get a summary on them, and then I'd have to, it'd just be a disaster to go through. Okay, I bet you, like, I wonder if the other fintechs are falling as well on this fintech disaster here. No, not really. Square's pretty much down, stuck low. Yeah, PayPal a tiny little bit. Oh, wow. Upstart is now down substantially. Upstart's now down 22%. Oh my gosh. It's at 241. It's getting smoked. This is when I really cared about Upstart. As you can see when I was doing TA on it. When it started doing this euphoria, I'm like, I'm out. See ya. Tesla. Oh, look at that. It's very, very common. You know, this always happens. That's okay. All right. So now what? Canadian Solar, Hippo. Yeah. Did we say Hippo was later or was it tomorrow? Let me see here. Hippo. Hippo, Hippo, Hippo. Hippo reports tomorrow. Hippo reports tomorrow. Fubotv. Oh, Fubotv comes in with a beat. Sales of 156 million beat the 143 million estimate. Well, they do a lot in sales. That's impressive. Fubo. Oh yeah, look at that. It sold off like 9% in the after hours. Yeah, look at this volatility. Holy smokes. It's insane. It's basically climbing back to break even here. I don't know why somebody dumped right before, apparently. But anyway, very interesting. Neo is not for another hour. So Neo will be in a while. In a while, Crocodile. Can you look at ATIP? Oh, and Fubotv reaches 944,000 subscribers and raises guidance. ATIP. Physical therapy? What the heck is this? What are you asking me to look up? There's no summary on it. I just have the investor relations press release. Net revenue was $159 million. Oh, they actually make a lot of money. Visits per day was 20,674. What's visits per day? What is this? What is this company? We are passionate about potential. Okay. ATI is making strides in the industry by setting quality standards that deliver predictable outcomes with patients with musculoskeletal issues. Offer outpatient clinical services and online physical therapy via its platform Connect. Online physical therapy. That's very interesting. Huh. 159 million of revenue. Nice. Visits per day of 20,600. And their net decrease in cash was 24.5 mil. Net income was, oh my gosh, negative 325.7 mil. It's burning a little bit there. Never heard of it, but that's interesting. Virtual, it's like the T-Doc of physical therapy. I don't know, because I see lots of salary expenses. I don't know anything about it. All right, what else? Yeah, Upstart's down 20%, Purple's down 23, Poshmark down 27, Coinbase is getting smoked, down 13, Affirm down 3.59, and SoFi is down 1.54, Affirm 3.67. Etsy 1.08, Enphase 1.04. Anything going up? Not really. The market's just gone very negative. It's got its negative Nelly hat on. So, yeah, I mean, look, even if Neo does well, they're going into a crap market to report, by the way. So anyway. Well, folks, this is the opportunity for me to mention that you should totally check out that program on Stocks and Psychology of Money. That is a program for building your wealth. There's also a program on real estate investing, agent sales, making YouTube videos. So check those out. Link down below. Use that coupon code that is down below as well, StockDoc. And hopefully you have a better hair day than I do. All right, folks. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one.